Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to your mat. Today's practice will be a 30-minute focus on our solar plexus, our home, our space of what they say, the ego, our personal power, our self-esteem, vitality, also the area of our digestion and our inner fire. So we will be focusing on awakening the inner fire, the kundalini, and just getting everything moving in this area, as well as just turning on that internal personal power and strength, and just getting you ready for your day or week ahead, or whatever it is that you need today. Alrighty, friends. We are moving our way up our chakra line up into our solar plexus, and thinking of the color yellow. And I always like to, I don't want to give you a hue of a color to focus on, but whatever color automatically comes to mind, or in a visualization of what your yellow is, and just placing that color here within your solar plexus, which is above the belly button and below the sternum. So right in this middle area here of our tummy, of our intestines, our colon, and all of that stuff, where we need the heat and the fire of our solar plexus to move things through our digestion system. Okay, so that's what we'll be focusing on today. So we're going to get started in an easy seated pose, Sukhasana, and just taking some Sufi Rolls, just like our other, real quick, just like our other focuses, our practices on our chakras. I'm going to be incorporating some affirmations into this practice as well. All right. So just getting yourself rooted and grounded down through the sit bones. Let the shoulders soften. Let the facial muscles be at ease. Softness in skin, softness around the eyes. And let's just start with a cleansing breath. So big breath in through the nose. Fill the belly up, front to back, side to side. Big open mouth exhale. Let's do that once again. Big breath in into the solar plexus. Big open mouth exhale out. And now just taking a few moments to tune in. Notice how the area, the energy of your solar plexus is feeling today. Noticing your digestion, how's the tummy feeling today? And I invite you just to keep your eyes closed. Bring the palms of the hands together. Let's rub the hands together, creating some heat. And once you begin to feel that heat in the palm of your hands, let's bring that to the belly. Just giving it a little added boost to stimulate that inner fire. And just connecting with this part of your body and this chakra. Visualizing that color yellow. And let's take one more big breath here. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then opening the eyes, we'll bring our hands to the knees, coming into Sufi Rolls. As you inhale, bring the upper body forward And then bringing the body over towards the right. As you exhale, really concave the belly in, arching through the spine. And then begin to inhale as you make your way over the left and forward. And just taking this nice slow movement. This is also a great way to reconnect with the other two chakras that we've been focusing on. So the root chakra, feeling yourself grounded down through the pelvic floor. And then also bringing in this fluidity, this flow of movement through the sacral chakra. What I want you to focus on as you come back on that exhale, really pulling the belly button towards the back of the spine. So beginning to massage the intestines. And our affirmation here, I awaken my inner fire. I awaken my inner fire. And then let's reverse, going the other way next time you come forward. Our inner fire also connected with the Kundalini. Kundalini energy, which is also located in the solar plexus. And the sacral and the root. Okay, let's take one more full circle. Really over exaggerate this movement. And then just slowly begin to slow your roll. Slow your circle, making your way back to center nice and easy. Feeling the movement, feeling the energy, feeling the heat. And then slowly coming back to stillness, soften in the shoulders. Taking a cleansing breath. Big open mouth exhale. And slowly opening the eyes. Very good. Let's just switch the crossing of our legs. So whichever foot was in closest to you, bringing that out in front. And now we're going to come into a Pranayama Urianabanda. Uddiyana is the abdominal lock. And Bandha is, well, Uddiyana is abdominal and Bandha is lock. So this particular practice of prana, we're going to be bringing the breath into this practice, but this particular focus of Uddiyana Bandha is something you want to bring into all of your yoga practices, especially like a vinyasa or any type of a flow where we're engaging the core. And so you might often hear your yoga teacher or instructors say, pull the belly button in and up, or pull the belly in and up, and creating that lock within the core. And that's what this is referring to, is this Uddiyana Bandha, which I really like to practice doing this anytime I'm doing any solar plexus work, as it kind of, again, just massages the internal organs and digestive system and begins to create some of that internal fire that we need to restoke the fire. So if you want to sit on something, you can always do that, or we won't be here too long. I really just want you to get the feel of this and just begin to slowly create that inner fire going on. So let's just bring the hands to the belly. You can bring one hand to the belly button and then the other hand right on top. You're going to take a full inhale, expand the belly. And on that exhale, exhaling through the nose, as you exhale, gently begin to pull that belly button towards the back of the spine. And then once you're almost done expelling all of that air out, then use your abdominal, your core muscles, to then pull that belly button up in towards the ribs. Good. And then soften the belly. Take another inhale, doing the same thing. As you exhale, pull that belly button towards the back of the spine and then taking that lift and soften the belly. Again, we'll do this a few more times. While you're doing this, really doing your best to not engage the hip flexors or up into the upper body shoulders. So we really want all of this working, all this work coming from our abdominal muscles. Good, let's take it one more with our hands on our belly. And let your belly soften. Bring the hands to the knees, resting here. And now we're going to take a few rounds without the guidance of our hands. So taking that big inhale, fill the belly up. And on your exhale, creating that lock, that bandha. Taking 2 rounds on your own. And once you've completed that last round, just let the belly soften, tuning in, noticing any new sensations, any new energy, anything going on here in your solar plexus. As we begin to awaken the inner fire. Let's take a cleansing breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. And slowly opening the eyes. Let's just extend the legs out, give them a little shake. I'm going to turn sideways here. Oh, did you notice my mat? I forgot that I had this mat. So today I was looking to wear something yellow. I didn't really have anything other than a little cover up, which I had in the beginning of my video. But then I remembered that I had my mat, my chakra mat. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. All right, so coming into deer pose, I'm going to start with this. Right leg in front, left leg's going to come back behind you. So you want to have the knees aligned with the hips as best as you can. If this is a little bit too much, having your left foot out aligned with the knee, you can bring that heel closer into that left glute. Main thing is to focus on having the knees aligned with the hips. And then giving a little flex through the feet. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, twisting over to the right. So left hand can come to that right knee, right hand over to the side of that right hip. And now releasing that left glute. Notice if that left glute wants to engage. Really common here for that to occur. So we're getting a little bit of a hip opener here, but I really want you to bring your focus and attention to your solar plexus. So taking an inhale, breathing into the belly. And as you exhale, gently pulling that belly button towards the back of the spine, and then creating your twist coming from your core. And then as the body begins to open, you can draw that right shoulder back a little bit more. And this doesn't need to be a super deep twist. I want you to still be able to breathe into the belly. We'll take a few more breaths here. Our affirmation. I am able to do all that I put my mind into. I am able to do all that I put my mind into. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. On your exhale, untwist, coming forward. And now just shift all your weight over to that right hip and slowly bring that left foot across over that right thigh. We're going to come into a seated twist here. I'll just turn myself back around so you can see me here. And then just walking that right heel over towards that left glute. Good. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall as you reach that right arm up. And then as you exhale, hooking that elbow to that left thigh. Left hand will come back behind you. Take an inhale, root down through the sit bones. As you exhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Good. Taking another inhale, once again, breathing into the belly. Finding your twist on the exhale. If you can, you want to focus on pressing down through that left big toe, the big toe joint. If this is a little bit too much for you to have that leg all the way across, you can have the leg in front or just have the ankle resting on top of that right thigh. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath all the way to the belly. Exhale, untwist, coming forward. Very good. And then we will come into our deer pose on the opposite side. So now having your left shin in front, right leg back behind you. Aligning the knees with the hips. Good. Take that inhale to lengthen up nice and tall. And on your exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand to that left knee. Left hand back behind you. Releasing that right glute, hip. And just making your way into your twist here, one breath at a time. Three more breaths here. Last breath, big breath to the belly. Exhale, untwist, coming forward. Very good. We'll shift over to that left hip. Very gently glide that right leg across, coming into our seated twist on this side. Walking that left foot over. And once you've got yourself into your twist, let's take our inhale to lengthen up through that left arm, and then bringing that left elbow to the right thigh, right hand back behind you. Taking that inhale to root down and lengthen up. And exhale, coming into your twist. And our affirmation here, my inner light is vibrant, luminous, and alive. My inner light is vibrant, luminous, and alive. Connecting with the color of yellow. Last few breaths here. Big breath in. Big breath out as you untwist. Very good. Let's just extend the legs out, give them a little shake. And then from here, we're going to come into child's pose. You just cross the ankles and roll yourself over. And then widen in the knees. Send your hips right back to the heels. Walking the arms out in front. Lowering the head down. Letting the heart and the belly get really heavy here. Taking a full breath into the belly to the low back. Exhale, let everything go. Taking 2 more breaths here. Big old mouth exhale. Walking the hands back in towards you. We're not going to come all the way up and out of this, as we're going to come into a thread the needle variation. So just bring your right hand so it's more centered on your mat or with your body. And then take an inhale, lift that left arm as much as you can. And then as you exhale, we're going to thread that on through, coming onto that left shoulder. You can bend that right elbow or maybe extend that right arm all the way out. And letting your your temple rest on the mat. Breathing into the belly. Just taking 5 breaths here. Last breath, big breath in. Big breath out. And glide that right hand back in. Use that to support bringing the body back up. And then we'll switch to the other side. So left hand will come center. Take your inhale to reach that right arm up. And then exhale, spreading it on through. Breathing into the belly. Last breath here. Big open mouth exhale. Left hand comes back in, pressing yourself up. Let's just come into a tabletop to stretch the legs. So extending that right leg as you tuck the toes, press through the heel, engaging the low belly to support the low back here. Good, and then bring that knee back down and extend through that left leg. Toes are tucked, pressing through the heel. And then bringing that knee back down, just kind of shifting the hips side to side. Good. And then we're going to make our way back into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. We're going to come in to do a little bit more pranayama, breath of fire, which is really, really good for getting that internal fire going on in the belly. Ladies, if this is your time of the month or if you're pregnant, I offer you to opt out of doing this pranayama and maybe just do some alternate nostril breathing or just some regular deep breathing into the belly. Okay. All right. For everybody else, if you're not familiar with breath of fire, it is where we take a really short inhale, exhale, and we are snapping the belly button towards the back of the spine. So each time you take your exhale is when you're snapping the belly back. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration what it looks like and sounds like. All right, so we're just breathing in and out through the nose, very quick, rapid, and just finding your pace. So don't think that you have to follow along with me. We will do it for 50 counts, 50 breaths, and it'll go by really fast, believe me. All right, so just getting yourself rooted and grounded down, connecting with the solar plexus, this place of our internal fire. We want to stoke that fire, get it going, balancing out our solar plexus chakra, bringing in that color of yellow. Let's take a cleansing breath first. Big breath into the belly. Big breath out. And then when you're ready, let's begin. Take an inhale first. Then begin. Once you've completed, take another cleansing breath. Big open mouth exhale. Returning back to your natural breath, just feeling the heat within the belly, within this area of your solar plexus. Good. Keeping that heat. We want to keep that heat going. Opening the eyes Now we're going to come into what they call sun meditation. So we're just going to extend the arms out, palms facing forward, fingers are nice and active, pressing the shoulders down, shoulder blades down towards the rib cage. Good. Grounding down through your sit bones, closing the eyes, and just breathing normally here, but sending your focus into your solar plexus. And visualizing that the sun is beaming into your solar plexus. And bringing a mantra in as you inhale, inhale light. As you exhale, exhale darkness. Inhale light, exhale darkness. Inhale light, exhale darkness. You may feel some energy radiating through the hands. Just let that energy be sent all the way down into the solar plexus. So down the arms, down into the upper body, down into the belly. Taking 3 more breaths here. Last breath, big cleansing inhale and exhale, breathing in through the nose, fill the belly up. Exhale, open mouth with a sigh. Using that energy in the hands, just bringing the hands nice and slowly as though you're really bringing in that sun's energy all the way down into the belly. You can stack one hand on top of the other or have them side by side, whatever just feels natural to you here. Taking some breaths, sending that light, letting it add to the internal fire already taken place in the solar plexus. And gently bowing the head, bringing the chin in towards the chest. And our final affirmation. My power radiates from the center of my being. My power radiates from the center of my being. Let's take one more breath here into the belly. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Feel it press into the hands. Big open mouth exhale, letting it all go. Bringing the palms of the hands together, Anjali Mudra to the heart, keeping the head in this nice, gentle prayer position. Honoring yourself for doing the work to awaken your inner light, your inner fire, your kundalini. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for doing your yoga practice today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I look forward to moving up into our heart chakra and meeting you once again on your mat. May your inner light shine oh so bright. From my heart to yours, namaste.